Good evening, everybody. This is Crazy Chris, joined by
Tenacious T.
I got Topher sitting across the desk from us. We are part of the Geek Public Radio Network, and we are Sunday Night Madness. We're going to be talking about some conspiracy things today. We're going to talk about some aliens, a little bit of sports ball because I'm a freaking sports jock nerd, and just all things crazy and stupid. That's just generally what we do around here. So stick around, and we'll see you guys in a few. Good evening, everybody. I am Crazy Chris. This is Sunday Night Madness. I am joined by
Tenacious T.
And sitting across from us, as always, is Tofa, the engineer, the hairy bastard, the paranormal hobo. That's the one I was looking for.
Hey, that's genius. That's genius.
Have you seen any of the videos yet?
I have not. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see. I went into West Virginia.
He did.
Yeah.
And
He was in search of Sasquatch.
Bigfoot hunter, and
Yeah.
was up down and went to Expedition Bigfoot in Georgia,
Shut up.
museum.
I just
And
watched
she didn't,
that.
and he didn't take you, just for the record.
And
Well, I
didn't
just
happen.
got into it.
and went to up into the mountains there, and actually walked up the side of a mountain doing calls and doing all that stuff. And
Did you go by yourself?
no, I had
This is Geek Public Radio, by the way.
That I had a guide for. I had somebody with me to take me up into the thing.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the only one. The whole idea of Paranormal Hobo is I just hobo around and check
He
out
does a good job of
paranormal
that.
stuff all over the country. So I got the
I still make a better bum than you, but he definitely out hobos me.
I got the first 5 videos up. We're gonna do the rest. The next 3 videos are actually in Madison County, and then we're going to go to Ohio, Michigan, and Illinois.
Oh,
Yeah, so there's some paranormal expeditions going on. So speaking of some paranormal crazy stuff, I am actually fairly convinced that the place I work at is haunted.
and what place would that be?
I don't want to give the location of the place that I work at. However, I will say that it is a restaurant / gas station. That's as far as I'll go with it.
Okay.
It's been there for quite a while. I usually work third shift. Well, I shouldn't say usually, but 2 days a week I work thirds. I come out of the back one day, and I'm walking through this little hallway that connects the 2 buildings together, and I look in the windows, very large plate glass windows that, are outside the restaurant, so you can actually see inside of its family dining. It's actually a really nice restaurant. I see this person. The restaurant's closed, mind you. There's nobody there. It's like 11:30 at night. There's just a person sitting there, and they got coveralls on, which I think is a little bizarre. And I'm not thinking too much about it, because sometimes they'll have people like construction workers come in there and they'll work or whatever. But I looked, and the doors are completely locked, and I'm like, that's a little strange, and I didn't think too much about it. Walked outside, smoked my cigarette, walked back in. They're not there anymore. I just went about my day. And then the other guy that works third shift, I was working seconds this particular day. The other guy that works third shift, he says, Chris, he's like, I think the restaurant's haunted. And he likes paranormal stuff, and he's actually done a couple of ghost hunts too. And he's like, I think the restaurant's haunted. I was like, that's crazy. I didn't even dawn on me that what I had seen. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I was walking down the hall. He's like, and I look in the window right there, and there's a dude sitting in the booth in coveralls. And I'm like, dude, you're joking. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, was it like the blue, like the denim coveralls, like a red shirt? And he's like, dude, yes. He's like, you saw him too? I was like, yeah, it's probably somebody that works there. They're probably, doing whatever. So I asked the owners of the restaurant the next day. I was like, hey, you guys have some construction going on? And he goes, well, no, they're Greeks. And he's like, oh, why? I said, there's somebody in your restaurant last night, apparently, that they had blue coveralls and red shirt. And he goes,
You seen him too?
Oh my God.
he just kind of shook his head, but you could just tell. Like, there was something he didn't want to say, and I was about to push the issue, and I was just like, okay, cool, it's haunted. So now when I mop the floor on third shift, I'm like, hey, listen, you guys are out there. Could you wait till I'm done mopping the floor before you murder me and get blood all over my nice clean floor so you can piss me off like everybody else does? Mop the floor, somebody comes stomping in muddy boots. Yes! Perfect. I love it. See somebody mopping, and you're like, oh, I'm not going to wipe my feet. I think I'm just going to stomp through there like a goddamn water buffalo.
So you think the owners know about it, and they just kind of keeping it hush so they can keep you there?
I don't know. I really don't. They don't employ me, so they don't give a crap if I stay or go. They're 2 separate. They're attached, but it's 2 separate entities. The gas station stands alone, and the restaurant's its own thing. It's just one building. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, to be quite honest. So yeah, but it's pretty neat.
So you're like the cheese.
Pretty much. I have a Central State story at some point too, but I'll yield the floor to somebody else.
No, I did see something creepy this summer. It was about around mid to end of August. We flew out to California. I had some business in California. I did something so super cool, and it just changed my life. But
What'd you do?
Johnny Depp.
Sorry, I tried, but he was in quarantine. Thank you. Anyway.
Are you sure he wasn't in court?
Who knows, right? Hashtag me too. But anyway. So we're on the flight, and it was going to California, and my roommate went with me, and she was on the other side of the plane. Our seats weren't together, and I'm just staring out the window like a little kid, and I'm just looking at everything. Until all of a sudden, I see these lights, and I was like, no. And I look out, and I look up to see if anybody else is looking outside the window, and it's just a little bit of ways down, but really far above the ground. And I was like, no. And there's 4 lights. It's like, yeah, no. So I turned away, and I was like, I gotta look again. So I look back. They're there, and I see them change into a line, like 1 ball, 2 ball, and it was just balls of light, and then 2 and 3, and then they line up. And I was like, no. And I was like, Aaron, you gotta look. You have to look out the window. And she's like, what? I was like, come over here.
It's tease. There's something on the wing.
I was like, right. And I was like, that is something that I do not need, okay? I'm fascinated by it, but don't do it to me.
How'd you get on the outside of the aircraft?
Right.
I don't know.
I'm like, this is not Amazing Stories by Steven Spielberg. Anyway. So I looked down and I was like, no. That was excellent. Anyway, I was like, that's not happening. And then I look back out and I watch them change position again. And then there's a 5th one, and they make like a little V. We're flying at X miles per hour, and I'm like,
You know what it was? It was radioactive geese.
oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So then I watched
They're here
them.
from Fukushima.
So I stayed looking at them, and they kind of stayed going with the plane, and then all of a sudden they just went out. And I was like, okay.
They forgot to pay their payment.
Yep,
Possibly.
that's what it was.
So I sat
The
back.
FCC contacted them and said it was restricted airspace.
Possibly.
You guys have to land.
Possibly. But I sat back and I was
Or is
like,
California?
I did not
Or were
just-
you in California at the time, or were you
No,
on your way over?
No, we were on our way. We were about probably over the Grand Canyon.
I was gonna
About
say
3 over the Grand Canyon.
because like it could have been just brownouts and
Whatever.
It was a balloon filled. It was a weather balloon. Get it right. It was
There
5
you
weather
go.
balloons.
Right. So we're getting close to whatever.
with
we're
little
close.
people with little dummies.
That's right.
We're very close to Area 51. I'm just saying. So I wait about 10 minutes and I look back out there, and there they are again, like all lit up. This time, changing formations, and I was like, "Aaron, you have to look."
Somebody
She never
kicked out
got
the
up.
cord.
She never.
That's what it was.
I am
Hey, little guy walks across the deck of the thing. Is like, "Hey, we got the lights on, right?" Click.
Oh my god.
Man, what happened?
What he's not
Whatever.
telling you is that she has astigmatism.
I actually do.
I love all the explanation. By the way, have you heard? Have you even seen that any of the UFO sightings that they've been having over the past past year? They're not even debunking them anymore. They're just like, oh, okay, you saw a UFO, cool.
Yeah.
They're not even
Hold
trying.
Hold on.
They're like, no, we didn't have any aircraft out flying.
Yeah, they don't say it's not a thing.
Yeah.
They're just like,
they're just
wasn't
telling
us.
straight up now.
We didn't do it.
The I saw one over months yesterday while I was grub hubbing. Mm-hmm. It was like 2 lights came straight up, just below the because it was like all overcast and just below the cloud line.
Mm-hmm.
It turned like each one would turn like this, and then did like a weird corkscrew thing, and then and left 2 little round.
The little holes in the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen them do that in Chicago when that big sighting happened in Chicago. That was crazy.
See, I'm telling you, they're experimenting with tiny little weapon balls that they just throw up in the air and they just circle. I'm telling you.
No,
my
somebody's
goodness,
finding
it's been
Dragon
left and
Balls.
right.
That's what it is.
Oh man, we could only hope. Although
Everybody
I've
would-
seen where that goes, and I'm not particularly fond of that scenario. So,
Yeah,
like one guy that's like stronger than no, I'm good.
he keeps kicking me in the ball, or keeps kicking me in the dick. Why is he kicking me in the dick?
I don't know.
So the list of words that the
I don't know
FCC is
what
banned, by the way. FTC, by the way, is what I meant earlier when I said
They would say the FCC got involved.
But-
No, that's us.
That's yeah. Speaking of ghosts,
Or wind.
what? It's not windy in here. You can edit the curtains blowing, right? Hey, congratulations, kids. That's how Hollywood does it with their ghost shows. Like, you still see the picture fall, but no wind. Oh, it's magic. It's like they used a still image in the background. And then, I don't know how they do that, though.
Magic.
No, we're not getting into the Ghostbusters, although it is fitting. So, I mean, I guess.
They just had the big announcement thing that they're still pushing through, and they got everybody signed
For the new Ghostbusters movie? Sweet.
Baby,
Yoda?
no,
Right.
the director's son is he's heading this one.
So-
Ivan Reitman, his
okay.
kid.
So the trailer for another Ghostbusters is out now.
Yeah, it's the one with the Ecto in the
In the
barn.
car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still that project, but they finally got everybody to agree. And
Yeah, I mean, the second C hit, so everything that was going to be cool got pushed off, so.
But along those lines, you were talking about like how they come up with really aren't explaining anything. What did you make of? I can't remember. It starts with an SH. I can't remember his name, but he like went through and tried to debunk the whole Tic Tac and Gimbal videos.
Luis Elizondo.
Well, no, it was like
That
Charlie.
one, but that's the show that I was telling him to watch. But he is legit trying to
Listen, this
do
stuff is
all
your
of that.
guys' bag. So you can't expect me to remember names of
It's
somebody
like
I've never heard of.
Sheeran or
Ed Sheeran.
or Sherman or something like that. But no, like he went through and it was
That's
like
pop culture all day. Let's go.
it was that one of them was a bird flying across the thing,
gotta be kidding
and
me.
it was like, well, it's this and yada yada, and then basically called a decorated Air Force pilot an
Reliable witness.
an unreliable observer,
Rather.
Wow.
and that
There were
all of this
dozens
stuff.
of people who saw that.
Like he just basically went through and basically came out and it's like, if any of that is true, then we have the worst pilots in the world. Because, like, oh, well, no, it was this, and it could be this, and it could be this, and it could be this, and it was probably this, and this roll here, it's the plumage, you're looking at it through IR, it's just the exhaust of an F-14
Occam's razor.
or whatever.
And
If it's the simplest explanation, is often the
Right,
correct
I
one.
mean, and
Right,
then
but
coming
his
from
problem-
us, people saying this stuff, like people will believe him, but then they
Right.
think it's weird that people believe us.
But
Yeah.
his things actually go to the extreme of like, okay, that is beyond for me to believe. How you're explaining all of these convergences of things that go. The easiest thing is it was something
Unidentified flying object.
Yeah,
Oh, they're called UAPs now.
yeah, unidentified aerial
Yeah,
phenomenon.
that's what they're called now.
Oh, I am so sorry to all of our all of our UAP fans out there. I apologize for not
That's okay.
deferring
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
proper nomenclature. My sincere
Just be
apologies.
PC about it, okay?
My fault.
They're good.
UAPs are people too.
Maybe they could be giant cats for all we know.
Oh man, I hope so. That would just explain random shit falling out of the sky.
They just sit
knock
around
it
and lick
off.
themselves all day, and then when you walk in the room, they flip you off.
Yeah, and then they run off. They're like, I think I'm going to come down here for some attention.
That's
You know what? No, I
that's
changed
why-
my mind.
They're like, we need to be here. We need to be here. We need to be here. No, we need to be in Vermont.
Which actually makes sense from a psychological perspective. Which, by the way, I didn't realize this, but Lion King actually does like a really cool thing where they talk about everything that the light touches is your kingdom. That whole thing and then it's funny that it's specifically a cat that does that, because the first thing that a cat does when they get moved into a new place is they zoom around and look for every single thing that they can find to make sure that their kingdom is safe. And they don't go outside of the kingdom because the kingdom is dangerous.
Well, what's the excuse
what
for...
other species does that? Humans.
Yeah.
When we move into a new
That's
house,
true.
the first thing you do is you
You're
look
right.
at everything.
I mean, do we know
Great.
any other behavior?
Kit chat.
Mao. the Egyptian word for cat. You learned something today, folks.
What does it say? That would mean like the Egyptian word for dog is woof.
Yeah, it is. The Egyptian word for monkey is
Goodbye. So you were talking about, anyway, you were talking about West Virginia and that Expedition Bigfoot.
Yeah, this is actually Expedition Bigfoot Museum.
Okay, the museum.
Yeah.
So I've been watching that show, and they look like they were onto something. I've never been a huge conspirator when it comes to Bigfoot. Like, I just didn't really care. It was like, just let the dude like leave him alone. Like, what do they call him? The world's biggest hide and seek champion.
The world's best hide and seek champion.
Yeah. Let him freaking hide. But anyway, in one of the episodes, there was a UFO sighting while they were experiencing something, and they said that UFOs, there's always a connection between Bigfoot and UFOs. So what do you know about that?
I know it happens a lot, and there's like
Flatwoods monsters controlling Bigfoot.
Well, no, I'm starting to, and it started off as a joke, but the more you have the stuff, it's like, okay, well, maybe Bigfoot's just their pet, and they're
this
like,
is the
they've
dangerous
stopped
thing
to
about
let him out.
conspiracies and supernaturalism is the further you go, the more believable it gets.
Or
Well, no,
that's
like
their hybrid.
but imagine
That's their
that, like
hybrid.
you're cruising around, you have your pet Wookiee chilling out in the back,
Super cool with it.
and he has to go pee, so you just pull over, like, I can't. It's in the middle of a city. I can't do this right here.
That's legit, like what it
Like,
is.
well, let's go out to the woods, and I'll
Go out to
drop
the
you off. Or I'll let you out. You can go use the restroom, and then
And he's breaking stuff because he can't find anything to wipe with.
Ouch.
I would. I'd be pretty upset.
well, maybe he's big and he's just used to metal, like being on the ship. So, like, he leans on something and it breaks, and he's like, "Oh God, no! Wait a minute!"
But
Trying to put it back together.
Wait a minute. Stop it right now. If they are aliens and they can fly here, why the hell would anything break on that ship?
Well, no, he's talking about.
He's saying that
What are you talking?
Bigfoot leaning on the tree in the forest.
Leaning
That's why
on
it
the tree
breaks.
in the
And that's
forest
because
breaking.
he's so
I thought
used
you
to
were
metal.
talking about something
But
on the ship.
My bigger concern with that theory stems from why don't they have a bathroom on the ship?
Well, do you have a bathroom in your car?
That's not. But I don't live in my car.
He's
if you
not
have an
traveling
RV.
light years.
Right.
Light years.
Well, if you have like an RV, you have a bathroom in the RV.
Well,
but
that's
not
a more apt comparison.
but not for your dog. You still stop for your animal along the way.
I suppose
It's not like he can poop in a litter box. I mean,
that's true. And
imagine
we're
Bigfoot sitting
assuming
like
that
this.
aliens pee like we do. So
You imagine Bigfoot sitting in a litter box?
that'd be pretty damn funny. Actually,
I don't even know what to say.
this is so humiliating.
You gotta,
It's how he sounds, Chris.
you get a
I
big,
hate it here.
you gotta get a big trash bag to
too.
go over to pick up after him. That explains why you're not seeing scat or anything else, because they're responsible pet owners, so they're going and cleaning up after their pet.
The probes. They give the anal probes because they're trying to figure out
How to
stop Bigfoot from pooping everywhere. We could just go down this rabbit hole or the butthole, I guess. I'm so sorry.
So I watched this Expedition Bigfoot. There's actually a few different shows, and like I said, I just started getting into it. So much so that I got this lovely
Keep it squatchy.
keeping it squatchy, because there was another show. I don't even know what the name of it is, but I just know that it centers around Bigfoot and these guys out in the woods looking for him, and they're always like, Bigfoot's behavior is like this. I'm like, how do you fucking know? You've never even seen one. Like
My
but other
favorite
people
is
had
Mountain Men,
experiences.
which is basically
I think that might be the.
it's a parody.
I mean, that might
Like
be
it
the-
literally is they're kind of poking fun at everything, but it's fun to watch anyway.
Mm-hmm.
To be a show that I'd fit right in on.
Yeah.
Okay, but then have you seen? And then the third show
You
that
can
I
tell
saw-
it's Mountain Men because there's a lot of guys sitting around with beards that stick down to their.
Yeah, one of them passed away. I saw
Yes.
that yesterday.
Yeah, that's
okay,
Mountain
that's
Man.
when I saw. So then there was a third Bigfoot show that we watched, and they were Bigfoot hunters.
We got like paranormal Bigfoot or something like Bigfoot paranormal.
I don't know,
something
but
like
they
that.
were
You got-
trying to kill Bigfoot. That's this other show.
Right. You know, and their thinking is you have to bring a body in, and you can't really bring in a live species.
I can.
No. They want to kill him. They want to kill him because they feel like he's terrorizing their children, that like everything's stealing their pies from their windows, and like they think that he's doing all this.
He's capturing
stuff.
kids
like,
for the gingerbread witch.
They think like you have to see it, and it is like one of the most militant shows. I was like, I felt so bad for Bigfoot. I was like, no, run. So one of the guys broke free from their group.
At least
and
it's a
he's
new
trying to
take on the
stop them
Bigfoot
from
thing.
doing it, and it is freaking ridiculous.
See, that's what it sounds like. Like I said, that's what it sounds like. You have like anytime you have like the rebel faction leaving out and trying to stop it totally sounds scripted and you know kind of poking fun.
Well, I mean,
But
I guess
it was more. I started watching it because it was more comedy for me, and I was like all day, like popcorn, everything, watching all of these Bigfoot shows, just dying.
Well, so it's like Mountain Men did that with like the whole Red Team thing, where like this other group was over here like messing with them and doing all this stuff and kidnapped one of them and all of this stuff, and it was like
my favorite one was when that big one took a tumble. And he acted like he was possessed. Did you see that one?
Yeah. There was a whole.
I haven't, but I'm just imagining a dude. Imagining a dude Sean's size falling down and being like, "Oh, the ghost got me."
There's a whole storyline. It was like almost a season where he was like dealing with weird stuff. Like he went into this house, one of this shack or whatever, and had and was affected somehow.
By a Native American like shaman,
ghost of a little, like the ghost of the little girl or whatever that they see. And
you want some comedy? That is what you.
It's called Mountain Men. I'll have to check it out.
Or
not Mountain Men, Mountain Monsters or something.
Mountain Monster. Okay, that sounds right up my alley.
But then the other show where they never find anything and constantly are doing Bigfoot calls.
Is that the one with Bobo?
I don't know. Yeah, the one who looks like he's on drugs.
Yeah, well, the one that looks like he's half Sasquatch.
Like,
why does this just sound like Tiger King capitalization?
So freaking hilarious. But Squatchy, the word was Squatchy. Oh, that looks kind of squatchy over there. Everything was kind of squatchy. And so we've been saying that ever since I started watching that show. So then I got this lovely, lovely sweatshirt.
She got some socks to match, too. That's
hoodie.
the best part. She has socks on that also say keep it squatchy. You know what's even better about that? Like the hidden joke in that is that they're Bigfoot socks.
Yes, they are.
Like I appreciate the creativity that requires.
It has the footprint. Oh, but they came in the box with alien socks.
I like to think about my aliens in gray skin and footy pajamas.
I got them from Crimbo, and I am so like ecstatic. Like I love.
How was your Crimbo, by the way?
It was non-existent, but I mean,
you guys didn't do Crimbo?
No, we didn't really, because my daughter came to visit, but then she ended up leaving early, so it was kind of bummed out.
How about you, Chris? How was your Crimbo?
It was good. Didn't do a lot.
What about your new Yimbo?
My new Yimbo? I was asleep by 12:05.
Same.
I was working on new Yimbo because I got that money. It was double time. I was like, they were like, "You want to work?" And I was like, "Where the hell am I going to go?" Yeah, sure, let's do this.
I worked too, but it wasn't all what it was cracked up to be because everybody's like, "I need a COVID test."
You mean C2?
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah. So you've seen, by the way, that certain things are being demonetized and yanked off of YouTube for saying certain stuff?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Oh, C2? So
yeah, so that's why we say C2.
Oh.
It's very unlikely.
I dropped an F-bomb, too. Are we going to get monetized for that as well?
Well,
we have to be monetized.
Yeah, we have to be monetized first. Thanks to all of our Patreon subscribers.
Why did you tell people that?
Well, they can tell.
Yeah. I'm sure the audio algorithm is going to be like, they said that word, flag them.
They can tell.
The thing that cracked me up, by the way, Chris, do you remember remember when we went to Gen Con and we interviewed that one dude from Playdom that had the new game that was coming out, and they kept yanking it off of YouTube?
Yeah.
And they like over and over, we posted it like 3 times, and they kept taking it down.
It's finally up and stayed on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like 6 months after the fact, it finally stayed up. But it was so upsetting because we were trying to promote that we're a legitimate news source for all things geek. which is what we should be, right? We're Geek Public Radio. Now, specifically, we're Sunday Night Madness, and we're just a reputable news source for all things ridiculous and stupid. So if you heard it from us, it's true. And it's also on the internet, so it's twice true.
Twice true.
And you can't argue with that logic.
Because what?
Lying little people.
Conspiracies. Chris is not in on that one. That's okay. The next time you see us do this, you just got to just get ready to say conspiracies. You say it with us.
Okay.
It's even better. And if we get everybody at home to do it, when it's when we
right.
bring it up like this, conspiracies. That way, you guys can do it at home too.
Yeah.
So it's a little interaction for you.
And then you take a shot.
That's right. Welcome to Bourbon and Battle.
There you go.
We need to spell it BABEL, by the way. Because it'll be conspiracy stuff. By the way, the Tower of Babel was located in what is now known as Iraq. Yeah, geographically speaking. It's fun facts of the day. What? We're talking about conspiracies. I thought I'd bring up some biblical ones because I think they're fun.
No, you said Iraq, so I was going to kick you.
Oh, okay. No, don't rack me, no.
It's okay. I really kind of feel like Jesus is at the
He's just sitting over there watching.
No,
he's like,
no,
you know
he's
what?
not.
I could come back and end this, but this is really entertaining.
No,
I'm not going to lie.
Jesus is at the start line like this, and he's looking back, and he's like, "Is he about to drop that flag?" I'm ready. Like that's what he's doing right now. I'm telling you, he's ready to go.
I just have this weird feeling that it'll end up being like the great prophet of Zarathustra or whatever at the end of Hitchhiker's Guide, where like it's like 5 seconds to the end of the universe or whatever. He's like, hey, I'm here.
I think it's gonna be Lord Vermin. He's gonna be the Antichrist.
No.
Get a pony. I want a pony. Everybody gets a pony. If you guys don't know who Lord Vermin is, you got to look that up because it's hysterically stupid and funny, and people thought it was serious. That's the best part.
Because people are stupid.
People are very stupid. So Chris is eating pepperonis over there, so I want to ask him like a bunch of questions right now.
Please do, because I'm so curious.
So when you were down there touching the Flatwoods monster, how did that make you feel?
It was tingly.
I can't tell if he's describing the pepperoni or that.
Yes.
So T had life-altering experiences in California. Chris had a life-altering experience in West Virginia. I had a life-altering experience when I smoked a deer at 60 miles an hour.
Oh no! Wait, is that really what happened?
No, yeah. So it's been 2 cars ago since I've seen you last.
Oh my God!
So Lana finally bit it, the white one that I had. She finally bit it.
Oh.
The engine finally went out.
So
Then I bought a car from my ex. It's $500. It was a little Pontiac vibe. I loved it. It was fun little car. But
Deer love it too.
It had issues. Yeah, and deer apparently are super attracted to that car. I had 2 doe run out on me on the 109, and I ended up smoking one of them. But they came at me. One came at me from an angle. The other one ran right in front of the car. So I had an option, which was turn right and drive into the ditch and probably do way worse damage than I actually did. Turn left into the other deer and just smoke it head on. Or just stomp the brakes as hard as I could and hope for the best. And the best case scenario in that was deer hit car, deer flew like Santa Claus would like them to do, and and car went boom. So,
Did you at least get to eat it?
No. I was really upset, and I got out of my vehicle because I was very angry, and I was going to go take care of the deer because I was extremely upset. But no, as I got back there to inspect, she jumped up and ran off. So I was like,
oh. I was like, you.
Oh my God! I know.
I think that's when you just pull out the handgun and go, pam, 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 pam.
It was like 5 a.m. No, I know it was a consideration. I'm not going to lie. I considered it because I was like, no. We're not doing it. You wrecked my car. I'm getting $500 of venison from you.
This is like when the cops get there, like,
I'm not condoning that, but it's super illegal. Don't do that.
Like, I had to put it out of its misery. Like, it was injured.
It was injured. I was going to drop it off at the local FDR. Or federal, what is it? FNR? DNR. FDR? That was a president.
That's what I was was like,
I'm just going to use every acronym until I get it right.
Well, you're going to drop it off at FDR's house.
I was going to throw an SOS out at the ABC.
like, is this some fucking blood? So, I don't know.
He's going to try to summon Chris from the Flatwoods Monster's grasp. He's going to pull Supernatural. The great thing about that is, too, if you get an assault circle going, you'll get all the deer. Ghost deer.
That's a new show.
Right?
That's a new show.
Ghost deer.
Well, you find somebody that you really don't like, whatever, you just go down to their yard, their drive or whatever, and just...
Throw the deer in it?
No, just salt the shit out of the road.
Oh, that's always mean, but I like where your head's at. I thought you were going to say just throw the deer on their porch. I mean, if that's not the ultimate FU, I don't know what it is.
Well, no, you got to do it good, the Godfather style, just the deer head in the bed.
No, I think it would be worse if you did, first of all, the glitter bomb, right? For a package from them, you put it on their porch, and so if they open it's the glitter bomb, right? But inside is the Billy Bass fish. Just stuck on an infinite loop. Like it never stops singing.
Well, no, I want to take you take the glitter bomb idea.
Okay. Right? All right.
And then you go.
I love how you're talking with your hands right now.
Right.
I'm
not even on camera. But you take
disembodied voice.
I'm on camera enough. I don't need to be on camera anymore. You take the glitter bomb
superstar,
idea.
calm down.
You take the glitter bomb idea, but then you borrow from our English brothers and sisters who like to throw manure on public buildings. And you instead of glitter,
a turd bomb.
Yeah,
you're describing a turd bomb.
That's still my favorite story. The guy pulling up the manure spreader to the front door of like the local establishment or like establishment or whatever, and just flung poo all over the entire side of the building. Like
your ideas are shite, mate.
Just wallpaper,
really good.
Like wallpaper the entire building, just covered like 5 inches thick, full of poo.
I'm here for it.
That's how he decided to express his
displeasure.
Displeasure about, I think it was something to do like the county or whatever. It was like pushing something for his farm, like and taking something from him or whatever. And that was his response. Just,
you take from me, I'm going to make you spend 4 days cleaning poop off the side of your building.
Or the guy...
Stop getting ideas.
Or the guy when Jeremy Clarkson got canned for punching a producer, drove a tank from Northern England all the way to BBC headquarters.
Just parks up the front lawn,
no,
gets out, he's like, just so you know, I coulda.
My favorite, I mean, it doesn't have to do with any nasty cleanups, but... is still when a certain mobile company paid another giant mobile company
in pennies
in a truck full of nickels. It was nickels.
Those nickels.
That is my all-time favorite. And you know, they got so butthurt about it, they removed all of the videos from YouTube, except there is one out there, guys. You just have to really search for it, but it is there. That's my favorite.
See, this is the whole thing. This is how you keep YouTube alive. And give the finger to the producers of YouTube and to the man is anytime you see a video that might even be just a little bit controversial, create a channel, share the video on your channel, and then keep doing that. And then everybody does that, and you'll have 1 million copies of the video. Like they can't possibly take them all down. It just can't flag it fast enough.
I don't know.
It's pretty awesome.
They seem to work it out.
They do. It's funny. Like. I don't like to speak ill of our overlords because they're always watching. Always. We're such good people, YouTube.
Wonderful. Model citizens.
We always do what's right for the bank account.
When monetized.
Right. Shout out to our Patreon. Not Patreons. Shout out to our Patreon.
We love you.
You're the best. You're the real MVP.
You are the best.
Thanks for sticking around.
Speaking of MVPs, I want to jump into my sports ball very quickly.
You can have that.
Yeah, so playoffs are coming. I'm super excited.
Oh, so I can leave? Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead and go if you want to. So the playoffs are coming, and I'm super stoked. And but I didn't want to like actually talk too much about that because there's like a million shows that like dive into the analytics and the sports ball and the stats and all that. I don't want to do that. What I want to talk about is that the NFL's not even trying anymore.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
The blatant and obvious pepperoni nipple that Chris has right now is you guys can't see it.
Just one.
If you're a Patreon subscriber, you'd be able to see his one pepperoni nipple. But like they don't even the NFL's not even trying. The blatant and obvious favoritism that they're showing is so rampant and bad. Like even some of the coaches are like, yeah, because they get in trouble. They can't criticize referees, right? Which any time that you have an organization in which a player. Neither player nor coach can openly criticize the rulings in a particular game. Like, you just have a recipe for disaster. They're not held accountable. Nobody can say anything. If you're in the media and you're licensed by the NFL, you can't say a word. Like, you will get in so much trouble. Like, you can give an opinion. It's like, I wouldn't have made that call. Which is essentially the announcer being like, dude, WTF. Like, what was that? One of the referees in the middle of a game takes a football. It was of course it was favorite Tom Brady, but they took a football on the 4th down play and moved it a full 2 or 3 feet forward after the play was over, and they were bringing out the sticks. Takes the football and moves it all the way forward. Right, and then they come out and they measure, and there's there is a sliver of room between the nose of the football and the first down marker. Right, there's like that much room, like itty bitty little amount of room. And the referee looks down, looks directly at it, and goes, first down. Like everybody.
Wait, he moved it to the first.
He moved it further than it actually had been stopped and placed. He goes up, he moves it, and then they measure, and it's still short, but he goes ahead and just calls it first down anyway. Like, it was so bad. Even the announcers were like, that's not a first down.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
Let's see if it works out for him. Which ultimately, and of course, Tom Brady wins the game. Like now, granted, one of the best coaches in the NFL ever has said, "Don't ever put yourself in a position where the referees can take the game away from you." Right? Like, play better football than they can compensate for. Like, don't ever put yourself in that position because the interests of the NFL. Now, he did. This is me, but he did. This is not part of his. But the interests of the NFL. Will always supersede fan expectation. Like, no matter what you think should happen, there is a certain thing that's going to happen. Like, is it ironic that after Hurricane Katrina, New Orleans won a Super Bowl? Isn't it strange that after 9/11, the Patriots won a Super Bowl? Isn't that just strange? I would think that that's really weird that would happen. The year that Tony Dungy's son died. The year that happened, the Colts won a Super Bowl. Oh, conspiracy. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, it's like 3 times I think you did it.
But for me, like, you talking about the players in the game.
And this is right online, but we're talking conspiracies. So
we are. Because this is right. So when we had the Super Bowl here, and it was below zero, they built that Super Bowl village for 2 weeks. What was it, January? And we were in the 60s and 70s for 2 weeks. The day after it ended, we plummet back down to zero. What is that? What is that, Chris?
Conspiracies.
Like, I was like, are you telling me that God likes football?
I mean,
like, is he watching footy? Like, is he really?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah. By the way, for those of you that might be first-time watchers, Miss T over here is British. Like, legitimately, we're not making that up. Like, but sometimes when she gets her wheels turning really fast,
when she
forgets that she doesn't have an accent anymore, which to her isn't actually an accent. We have the accents. She doesn't. So it's actually really funny.
But also, Americanized now.
You are.
Mm.
That's right.
I mean,
the
is
damn
that really
the
good
damn
to
colonists
know
took you
right
over.
Yeah, so that whole weather thing, and everybody's like going on about the business. They're like, is no one in the slightest bit concerned? Like, this is weather modification. I'm sure we won the bid even for that. Like, come on, they admitted to doing it.
I
For
mean,
2 weeks.
the government has come out and basically
winter.
admitted that UFOs are real. I mean, sorry, UAPs are real.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we have weather mods. So they were like, "Oh, we're gonna let y'all use that machine for the Super Bowl." Yeah, like y'all can use that. And we were like, "Okay, fine. That means everybody, all the celebrities, everyone's gonna come here. Yeah, let's play some football. Let's sunbathe and hot tub for 2 weeks outdoors in the Super Bowl village in Indiana
In February.
yeah,
February.
January, February. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. But I don't know. It's like below zero outside.
Oh, it's
Surprise! 70 degrees because we turned it up.
70.
That's right.
Sunny.
That's right. I think Nelly
5 mile hour wind.
Wasn't Nelly even performing? Wasn't he like, it's getting hot over here? Like,
I think Prince was the
nobody
artist
even
that
talked about it, and I was so mad. No one talked about it. I was on Facebook like, anybody even think
Nobody
this is
finds this
strange?
suspicious. T's account gets deleted for 2 weeks.
Facebook jail.
God forbid if you use the word suspicion, conspiracy,
Right.
difference, opinion.
Right. Everybody's like, T, you're so crazy. I'm like, no, I'm right. I'm right.
The lizard people came down
I-
from QAnon
Oh
headquarters.
my God. Lizard people.
We haven't, I don't feel like it's a conspiracy show unless we've talked about the cold-blooded reptilian overlords that
Well-
run our nation.
And there are some. So the
TikTok.
TikTok.
Mute it.
I'm trying.
Well, there goes our money. Thanks, Patreon
So-
supporter.
There's a flag.
So sorry. We'll be editing that part of the show. But
So T's
I
going to
have,
be muted for about 30 seconds.
I have plenty of.
Do you have lizard people on your TikTok?
Yeah, wait. I'm trying to get to one. I'm trying to show you. That's what I'm trying to show you. And they were like, this MF is a lizard. But you have to see this guy's face. Hold on. Look at this. Look.
All right, I'm going to look over here. Hold on.
Wait. Let me turn the music down in case.
Yo!
Mm-hmm.
That looks fake. Okay, so I'm just going to explain right now. First of all,
If you heard what he was
that boy...
he said, that's a lizard.
That
That's
boy
a
right there,
lizard.
like his face is all scrunched up, like he looks like the Pillsbury Doughboy fucked the Gerber baby,
That did not look.
and then had that guy. Like that's literally an amalgamation
Tell
of those
me
guys.
How? Wait.
The fictional
Hold on.
Gerber baby,
Hold on.
by the way, not
Hold
the actual child. Sick fucks. Oops, I dropped the F-bomb. I finally did
I
it.
already
Yeah.
did twice.
Oh, I did too. Oh my gosh,
He
I just
looks
realized.
fake.
Doesn't he?
Doesn't it? Like, tell me that doesn't look like a pudgy boy.
So what this guy is going, that's a lizard. That's a lizard. That's an MFing lizard.
So, is it more likely that it's a lizard or an alien in disguise?
That's a lizard.
Well, we've all seen
Like-
V. We've all
like,
seen V.
I don't know. Like I don't know how I feel about the
Black
whole
Mirror. Black Mirror does a really good job of stuff like that too. I thought it was pretty
reptile. I think that's what. Look at that. Look at that.
cool.
Look at that.
Like he
That
has
is
a
that
neck
man's
beard.
face.
He has a like.
That is not a Snapchat.
What is that called on the bottom
Filter?
of a rooster? What is it the little thing?
The
Gobble?
gobble? I don't know.
Gobble?
I don't
It's got a freaking name and I can't think of it. Don't be bothered. My God, that's ridiculous. Get him off the screen. Like I don't even want to look at it
It's
right now.
disturbing.
It really is. Like it does not look like a human being to me.
There's a few newscasters that I watch that I can't watch because they just look off.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Something
almost
is
like
wrong.
the Uncanny Valley thing, which I'm writing a story about, trying to figure out how to turn it into a movie.
Oh look, Chris is trying to make a movie. Weird.
It's weird that like it's
Conspiracies.
It's weird that like everybody like they say, I'm trying to make a movie. Everybody else is like, oh really? That's cool. Like when I say I'm trying to make a movie, you're like, yeah, okay, again.
He gets no support from me. I'm his biggest star, and he's used me in a whole whopping 2 movies.
Yeah,
And,
you're. we have Hollywood people, but yeah, you're the biggest.
Oh! So Hollywood's the big thing now. Oh, okay. I don't know about this Hollywood, but
well,
I'm homegrown, baby.
Or Hollywood.
I've never been in any of his films, but I know
Hollyweird.
it's because I'm British. But it's okay though. It's okay because I got to go to LA and I
So you went to LA.
I went to LA.
LA.
And I got to record on some of his
Conspiracies.
Sorry, when you did that, my brain clicked over the letter Kenny. It was like LA. Like, you have to have tacos in LA.
LA for real.
It's. Did you know? Did you know that it's
LA.
actually they're not really tacos unless they're from Taco Mexico? It's not really Mountain Dew unless it's from Mountain Dew, Kentucky.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I went to LA. I got to record.
What did he say, by the way? What did he have to say about everything? You said you went to Allah. What did he? I'd like to hear his opinion on things.
It's LA.
Oh, LA.
LA.
To be fair.
Well, it's not really LA unless it's in LA, California.
Ages. Anyway.
Balls.
So I got to record
Been watching that
on someone's album and a narration on an album, and it's going to be coming out. And well, it's an independent artist that I a friend of mine introduced me to, Bucka, introduced me to back in like 2011, 2012. And this guy is just freaking amazing, and he does so many things, and his sound, and God, he just does like multiple genres of music, and he's got like I think he started like with rap. He does rap, but he was a huge ICP. He was a juggalo. Okay. So then something happened, like Tech Nine like wanted to hear him or something. I don't really know the story too well to sit and tell you because I just don't want to mess it up because it's pretty epic. And then he started with a Tech Nine diss track, and it just blew up. And then he got.
So he released a Tech Nine diss track.
Oh yeah, the kid's good, and I mean he's good. He is good.
I feel like Tech Nine was on board with it.
Well, you know what? No, I mean he's.
Because there's like 3 people in the rap game you don't diss, and that's one of them.
Well, the thing is, this guy, even Tech Nine even mentioned it in an interview, and then, he kind of acted like, oh, it's just a little chuckle, whatever. But like, you have to hear it. Like this.
I want to hear after the show. You go play.
The guy, he's called the Joker, and that's the Joker with 2 R's, and he is just amazing.
So he's the Joker.
Yeah. So I was introduced to one song, and it was a rap song, and I'm not really big into rap or anything. But when I heard it, I was like, oh my god.
Is it because you're British?
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
The Beatles. So anyway,
the Beatles.
So I heard this rap song, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta listen to more of this music. So he even has he does kind of like a
LA. If LA had a picture.
For real though. That Anderson's finest right there. I'll track. Oh, killed. It's done.
Sorry, I had to interject a random picture.
Show the camera the picture.
Nah, that's all right.
It's
so we should.
That's the point.
But we should actually post all of our.
Maybe she's bored with it. Maybe it's.
Maybe it's.
It's only amphetamines if it comes from amphetamine Germany.
Are you sure though? Are you sure though?
I don't think they really care where it comes from.
Well, no, it's only real if it comes from Anderson.
That's right. Homegrown 765. The real ones know. The real ones know.
I'm dizzy.
It's because you're British. Do you know it's only British that comes from British France?
I don't know. This isn't even making any sense.
There's like nobody out there right now watching this has any idea why we're laughing. None.
What?
Like 99% of our show is literally just inside jokes and fart humor.
Well, yeah.
And invisible pictures. Photos.
And invisible people talking.
So we really should like upload like the videos or whatever we're talking about and these memes and whatnot to our page so people can see why we were laughing. So.
We might be able to introduce thumbnails at a later time, but that's extra editing that Topher doesn't like to do.
Well, no, you wouldn't have to actually edit a TikTok video.
No.
I mean, so we could just post the things that we were laughing at.
You have to give proper credit. Otherwise, YouTube's like, find!
Well, to our
banned.
Well, to our page.
Oh, that's fair. So Facebook's gonna ban us then.
Yeah, they just hand those things out like Skittles.
I mean, really, they do.
They really are lately, I know.
Like Oprah. You get a ban. You get a ban.
It's about as bad as the banning on TikTok.
Oh, that the shadow banning on TikTok.
Well, no, like one of the TikTok's largest creators got banned, like for no reason.
Oh, there's always a reason. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, when you're spreading the truth, then that's when they do it. Oops, did I say that?
What? Conspiracies. That's what we're gonna name this episode. Quotations. Conspiracies.
The trailer. I mean, put a trailer together. It's just you guys going.
Yes. We have to do
like
it.
All of the times you've done it, I'm just gonna cut it. Sunday Night Madness.
The 45-minute show of us going conspiracies. Like, X-Files is so upset right now. Why didn't we hire these two goons?
For real.
I could have carried it better. David Duchovny. Yeah, that's it. I can't remember the girl's name, and I feel really bad about that because she was the better actor, in my opinion.
Karen.
No. Wait, was it Karen Gillan? No, that's Nebula. That's fucking Amy.
That's Amy Pond.
It's just the name sounded really familiar, so I spit it out.
It does, though.
Gillian Anderson. Got it.
Yes, Gillian.
See, that's why it's the Gillian. It was the part that got. It was Jillian and Gillian, so it's real close together. It's Gillian Anderson.
I've seen her in some low budget film.
Did you see her in 37 Hallmark movies in a row?
Did you see her in the? She's got a series out.
She was in the X-Files remake too.
Right. It was. She's a police person, whatever. That's got suspended.
So she's typecast.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of it. It's on BBC America now.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
You know what? I'm going to be real. I haven't watched BBC in probably a year. Other than like random news broadcasts every once in a while. But
have you guys watched that show Utopia?
Mm-hmm.
No, I have not seen it yet.
Well, I mean, everybody's like, "Oh my god, you have to watch it! It's so good. It's about like everything that's going on right now." And
it's about comic books.
And I'm like, it's about comic book. Well.
And,
anyway,
and people getting special decoder rings.
It was a show in the UK before it was here. And they actually have the original on Prime.
Nice.
If you're looking for
Speaking of Prime, The Tube is on Prime.
Yes.
Amazon Prime. So, The Tube is a little collection of videos that, or movies rather, that Geek Public Radio, Rutledge Productions,
Dog Day Studios.
Dog Day Studios is what I was looking for. All produced, worked on, and created, and it compiled it together in an anthology, and the anthology is called The Tube. So it's a bunch of horror movies, some supernatural stuff, but it's...
There's got a drama in there. It's like literally just...
Yeah.
I mean, the whole premise is a couple goes to Tampa. They're on vacation in Tampa. And
well, it's not vacation unless you're in vacation Italy.
so, but the wife wants to go out and do all, like see all the sights and do all this stuff, and the guy just wants to sit on the bed and watch TV in the hotel room. And as he's flipping through, we get to see the different stuff. So it's like there's a drama, then there's a sci-fi thing, and there's a couple.
Yeah, it's a compendium of different flicks, and it's pretty cool. I've watched it. I actually have it queued up in my favorites, so I can watch it whenever I want. I tried to get Krista to watch it, but that wasn't going to happen. She got through like 3 of them, and she was like, "I gotta do stuff." I was like, "Oh, okay."
And like, you're gonna miss the one that I worked on.
I think it was all of them except for 2.
But
did you put Dresden? Was Dresden Files? I don't even remember.
The Watson Files.
Watson Files.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I was like, I didn't work on that one.
But the
I only watched the ones that I worked on.
But we also are going to be in the theater on
15th.
16th. It will be
Today the 8th.
Yes.
Yeah. So next week.
You guys, I just realized something.
It's January 8th.
My birthday is in like 2 hours.
No, it's December 39th.
That's right. Oh, speaking of, right, still 2020. Speaking of, by the way, a couple of birthday shout-outs. Hopefully we'll do another show before yours, but we'll put you on the list anyway because I just want to make sure.
I work here.
So, happy birthday, Christy.
Chris,
yours is the 13th.
Misty.
That's what I said.
Yeah, Misty.
I said Misty.
Happy birthday, Misty.
Edit.
We love you.
And start again. Happy birthday, Misty.
Mm-hmm.
I know hers is on the 13th. Friend Tasha in New York, supporter of the show. So happy birthday to you as well. I believe it's her 25th birthday. So happy birthday to Tasha.
It's not like the 7th anniversary of her 25th birthday.
Yeah, that's the 25th. She's a lizard person, so she's... And then obviously... And then obviously Miss T. That's not what it is. Shut up. I have a bad habit that causes that to happen. So anyways, and then Miss T, it's the anniversary of her 25th birthday as well. It's the 2nd anniversary of her 25th birthday.
It's almost the 2nd anniversary of her 25th birthday.
She's only 27.
Yeah, there you go.
It feels good though, doesn't it? 27. You look great.
It does. Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
I can't wait until you're old, so that way you look it, and I could be like, see, stupid British people and their damn age reduction techniques.
Well, then you have over here that looks like he's at least in his late 40s or 50s.
Eat a whole big bag of Richards. Ingest an entire satchel of Richards. The whole thing. I hope you eat bread and suffocate.
So, I was thinking about, because you know how I always have the masquerade ball, like, every year.
Yeah.
Well,
super depressing that we couldn't do the Roaring 20s.
Really depressing. Well, because it's 20s, it's still roaring. But anyway, I was thinking about
different
having...
kind of roaring.
I'm thinking about having a virtual masquerade. What do you think? Well, I haven't seen anybody since like February.
We actually had to drag her out of the house. She's actually wearing an entire tea suit made out of neoprene.
Yeah. I legit have not seen anyone since like February. So I thought if we just did like a Zoom meeting of everybody, I mean, what, like half hour, and just, I'll still let my crown.
That's fine, but I'm not putting on pants.
Well, as long as you don't stand up.
I make no promises. If I'm in a Zoom meeting, there is a 99.9% probability that I'm not wearing pants.
I just thought it would be cool if we did like a virtual.
I think it would be cool.
I mean,
I agree with you.
Masquerade.
But I'm not going to be a party pooper right now. I have logistically, I'm like, this would be, you know what? No, just optimistically, this would be really cool, and it would work out great, and everybody would have a great time.
I mean, I don't mean like play music and get up and dance. Maybe I'll just do like some trivia, and then give a prize for the best. I said best.
It's because
masks.
you're British.
Masks.
It is a masquerade ball, so you would have to make it like you don't even get to be in the Zoom call unless you have on a mask.
Yeah, there you go.
Now like no more. There's like, oh, but I'm already here. No, it's a masquerade ball. You put on your mask. All I have is this one right here. You know what? It's fine.
And I wouldn't force anyone to. I mean,
I would.
I'll just at least upon like when the call starts. Like,
see, even the dog think that's bullshit. Like he's like, I'll do it. Pick me.
Well, if I can get my 3D printer to work, it'd be
print a mask.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there.
I saw that. Have you guys used these?
That looks like like an incredibly.
Hello, Clarice.
So are you?
That looks like an advanced sex toy. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. It's an advanced marital aid.
To me, it looks like a band booster.
I need to live with kidneys and father beans in a nice county. I'm all Greg.
You gotta do this. You gotta put up a face. You go. You think the darkness is your ally?
No,
my face is clean.
Wait, you got another one? She got two. Oh, is she gonna use both of them? You can't share with me.
Yeah, I can share.
No, it'd be like
we are sharing.
You think the darkness is your ally?
We're good. We're good. No worries. We are good. We had to make sure we were good so that this could happen. Okay. Thank you, people. I've just been walking around going, hello, Clarice.
No, seriously, that's kind of what it looks like.
Like,
what's the point? Is it like a mask support? Is that what it's supposed to be? So you can
my God.
So it keeps you from,
like,
unfortunately,
eating your mask.
So one of the things that immediately popped into my head is like, you start to put that on whatever, somebody goes, hey, that's my cup.
I mean, it does kind of look like
and then that's when you go. And that's when you go.
That's what it's like. It looks like a band booster, athletic supporter.
The athletic supporter. No, that's what I was thinking. The second she pulled it out, she's like, "Yeah, we used one of these," and I was like, "Probably not for what you're about to use it for."
in football.
So,
it wouldn't do a very good job. I'm just gonna say, like, it's pretty flimsy.
But when I tell you, this is a life saver. So you just put that on and you put it over your mask, and you're not eating your mask anymore. You can talk. You can stick your tongue out. You can talk. You can breathe. That's it.
I just put on a gaiter. It covers the top of my face.
Yeah, but still, you can still use that with that.
I'll have to look. I'll have to give it a shot.
And I ordered these from Amazon, and it is the
somebody 3D printed
thing
this, by the way. It says 3D
ever.
right on.
Well, if I had a 3D printer, I would have done it.
You got one right there.
You have shut.
He literally just pointed to it. Did you not see? Turn to your right. It's right there.
Shut up!
Oh, we lost T, everybody. She's gone. Rest of the show. So it's just going to be me. So I'd like to talk to you guys about some... I want to talk to you about gangs of roaming raccoons that are plotting to take over the world.
We can talk about it after the show. Those things requires...
resin.
These require special filament. That way, if it's going to go in your body, it doesn't poison you.
In your body?
Well, you see over here saying there's stuff that you have to make. Like we can
make
those.
That I needed to make those.
You can make those. It's just
how's your love life? So we got to make sure that's the special kind that doesn't poison you.
And it's floppy.
So it's like real life.
Yeah.
Small, floppy, disappointing.
You guys, this right now, this is called conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy, though. It's that T hasn't been able to travel enough to be able to meet her Thor.
Or
I'm just
to
waiting.
become Thor.
Also accurate.
No, that makes me sad.
I heard she's good at wielding a hammer.
I am. Damn bloody right I am.
It's because she's British.
That's why. I'm so sad about it.
So any of you Norwegians out there that can stand 6'6", you weigh about 320 pounds, built a solid muscle, and are supporting just a bit above average, go ahead and give Miss Tenacious T a call. She'll be more than happy to swing your hammer for you. She'll even nickname it. You may not like what she has to say, but
I have this other feeling like mew mew.
baby, can I please have Mew tonight?
How did this come? It just.
Listen, I've told you before. You must call it Mjolnir.
Mew mew.
All right, it's fine. Mew Mew it is.
Whatever.
Lay down so I can give you Mew Mew.
Hey, wait though.
That sounds an awful lot like the Amazonian version of Snoo Snoo.
Several years ago, I was talking to this Norwegian
Only for
guy.
British people.
I was talking to this Norwegian guy, and he was very
This is his name Bjorn.
no. It was Jan.
Jan.
Yeah, but
That's pretty
Like,
generic.
the top two Norwegian names.
right.
Jan.
So he was very tall, and he like had all the right everything. Anyway, but he was extremely very much
Pulse.
He was
Pulse, that's very important.
he was a sub,
No.
and I was just like.
Well, I mean, that's what you
Poor
get for
T.
finding people on Tinder.
And I was so sad. I was like, oh my god, this might work. And then
Poor T. Like, she's like, I finally found him. He's like, I want you to peg me.
like that, for real.
You can use
real.
Mew Mew.
And then I received photos of the hammer. And it had 18 piercings in it.
Oh
See,
my.
that's something that you have to like bring up front, because if they have piercings and you have piercings and you get stuck together, like where things tangle.
Some people call that bliss, bud.
Some people call that an embarrassing ride in the ambulance, sitting like in a pro.
And
I don't think it'd be very embarrassing. I'd look over and be like, you wish it was you, don't lie.
I'm not judging, maybe
Excuse
a wee bit, but nothing wrong with piercings.
It's 2021, we don't judge on this show.
I've piercings myself.
She does.
But that was a whole part. But that
I was hoping it was going to register.
But anyway, but that came with the whole submissive thing. Like, you have to do this, and you have to do that, and you have to do this, and you have to do that. And I was like, no.
She thought she was getting Thor, but got Glenn.
And where is the lie?
It's Lady Loki. It's
Where's
fine.
the lie? But yeah, that was the sad situation. I mean, we're still friends. But
Oh, really?
No, it's not my cup of tea.
Odin's daughter. Got it. Nothing wrong with being a sub. That's your thing. That's your thing.
There is nothing wrong with being, but like.
But it doesn't. There's certain things, certain
I mean,
dispositions don't mesh well with others.
For playtime, okay, but like 24/7, no.
Like series time.
Cannot do it. I've raised my children. No, I cannot.
Wait, baby play? Like, was it baby play?
No, God.
Oh,
No, it
okay.
wasn't that.
I was gonna say, I figured that was a deal breaker for you, like right out of the gate. Like, hey, listen, I want to stand around and do stuff and diapers and put pacifier in my mouth and baby want milk and.
No, I mean everybody has them. It's was not mine. So.
Good luck to anybody that can satisfy that. Y'all have a good time. I'm I'm not vanilla by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't think there's anything wrong with vanilla sometimes. So everybody wants a freak until she's got you strapped down to the bed, tasing your sack like
No, I really
like
want,
it's a protester at a certain rally.
no, I just really want a vanilla malt.
I actually kind of want some ice cream. We're going to stop
No,
somewhere on the way home
we
and
have to
get
go
some
get-
ice cream.
Oh, you know who's got really good ice cream?
No, but you're going to tell me very aggressively.
I am going to tell you aggressively. So Rally's has this strawberry swirl, and it tastes like strawberry quick.
Oh. I don't like strawberry milk, so.
It's not. Nobody asked you.
Oh,
I told
you're right.
you that it was good. So
You can
just
take
take
stop
that
there on
word
your
for
way
it.
home.
That's right. It's so good.
Okay. So I think it's getting to be about that time. We're kind of devolving into a wide range of subjects, as is tradition on this show. That is just something that we do.
And so the funny part is we didn't even get into anything really. I mean, we talked about.
Yeah, we delivered nothing of substance on this show.
Absolutely
We
Other
talked
nothing.
a little bit about
some
the
fun
UAP stuff. We didn't
Yeah.
even go into the full disclosure.
Well, we need to actually set. We'll do deep dive discussions. So each one of these subjects, we'll go back and watch the film. We've got some notes and stuff from the actual show itself. So
bring notes.
and then we'll actually we'll pick a couple of things to actually do deep dive discussions about. So this was the generic touch the topic show.
We haven't
and
done this
what
for
we
a
do.
while.
Yeah,
You
excuse
know,
us.
it's like,
We're a little rusty.
I haven't
right?
seen these people for a while, so
We're excited. We wanted to share stories. We want to talk about stuff and conspiracies and make sure that you guys got the general gist of the stuff that we talk about. We will do some deep dives, though. So we promise that there will be additional content from the Sunday Night Madness crew. We might put it under a different name. We haven't quite decided that course of action yet. But if we do, we'll bring you some react videos, some deep dive discussions. We'll do breakdowns of some of the conspiracies. But we do have another show on this channel that's devoted to doing things like that. Right? They're still doing their things. No, so we're gonna go ahead and take over that role
us.
because
That's us.
I'm that role. I mean,
there's the paranormal hobo, but that's the guy that's gonna give you the 10-minute samplings. We'll do deep dive, even on some of the stuff that you've talked about. I think that would be fun. Like we'll break down. Let's do a breakdown of the paranormal hobo videos
We could.
and make him sit here while we do it.
oh no, like we're like, oh, this is complete crap. Like he doesn't even talk about like this,
Yeah.
this, or this.
Yeah, and like actually make him discuss it too and like criticize himself.
Yeah.
That's super
Okay.
meta.
Well, like I said, like-
I'm all
We can
about
do
that meta.
Yeah.
You know what? And then I think the UFO symposium is coming up, and I may have some. Yeah.
All right.
Mufan's got that symposium. Okay.
So,
yeah.
Now,
again-
is
We'll
it
have
a
more- we'll
virtual
have-
this year, or
Is it what?
virtual this year?
Yeah, I
or-
think so.
All right, so super special shout-outs to everybody that's been paying attention, watching the show. We really do appreciate it. Shout-out to my guys over at the Bring the Juice Colts podcast. Thank you guys, Forged in Blue. You guys are pretty awesome. I appreciate your support as well. Topher for putting together this kick-ass studio. Everything that you see behind us, he built. Obviously, he didn't, page the books, but he built the actual shelves themselves.
And several of those books actually were written by me. So I mean,
Yeah,
technically-
author, movie maker. This guy does it all. So movie creator is just a creator of
to
general
plug,
art.
the Black Book is available at Barnes & Noble and on Amazon.
Yep. And then if you're in the area and you're local, Alexandria, Indiana, on the 15th at
9.
At 9.
8:30 if you have a VIP ticket, which means you get to come and hang out with the guys who actually
Give a quick
made the
breakdown.
stuff.
So what's the VIP tickets? What do they do?
The VIP ticket allows you to do the meet and greet where you actually come in and talk to the people who made the movie and worked in the movie and some of the local talent, and then
If you're nice, we can share a beer.
a large Coke or large drink and a medium popcorn.
Right. Which you have to offer to me in order to sit in the theater. I have to get your popcorn. So
Then we have the movie.
look for me. I'll have the mountain of popcorn behind me.
You have the movie with a 5-minute teaser from the upcoming Black Book that will be that's scheduled to be released in March.
Yeah, and the Black Book's going to be a full-length movie. It's going to be super
77 minutes.
Yep, it's going to be super amazing. I'm in that 5-minute sneak peek preview.
Yes.
So if you want to come out to the show, talk to us. Check out the Geek Public Radio website. Check out the Sunday Night Madness page on Facebook.
And then there'll be a Q&A afterwards.
And there will be a Q&A for the VIP members. You'll be able to sit down with the Q&A, ask us questions about what it's like to work on the movie, what it's like to be in the movie, whatever the question may be. If you want to ask us what color underwear we have on, we will be there to answer those questions for you.
Relish Productions has the event up. Geek Public Radio has shared it. I will share it again for the event. And you can also click the buy tickets and get the tickets for the show.
So go onto those websites and
$20 for the VIP, $5 for just to come in and see the movie.
Yep. And if you have any questions, feel free to message either myself or Topher, and we will provide you the information that you need. We'll send you the links. So if you can't find it on those websites, just shoot us a message and we'll get you guys set up that way. So for myself, I have been Crazy Chris.
I'm Tenacious T.
Sitting across from is
Topher the Paranormal Hobo.
Name changes every time. It's Magnificent Hairy Bastard, the Drunken Hobo. Now he's the Paranormal Hobo.
Now he's a Pepperoni Prince.
Prince.
You put pepperonis on your nipples.
For you
once.
nerds out there, that would make him the Pepperoni Nipple Nurgle. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. We always appreciate it. We will see you next time. As always, stay crazy.